Okay, welcome back to the summary.
The summary.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
Very, very enthusiastic. Okay, so, Days of Ire is,
Awesome.
it's really interesting to me. There are things I really like about it and things I really don't care for so much. So I'll just kind of do my usual dance around wildly from point to point in no particularly coherent fashion.
Sounds like a plan.
First off, I do love the definite tight punchiness to the game. It does maintain a constant edge of tension to it without ever feeling, completely unfair. There are moments that just completely slap you in the face, but usually with a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of decent card drawing, you can get around it. You can find a way to make it work. I mean, game's not always going to end up in your favor, but frankly, it would be a terrible game if it did.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just make yourself a little trophy or something and just take it out every time you're thinking about playing the game? There, you're a winner. Yay! Woo! A co-op needs to be difficult. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
You have all those minds working together.
Non-co-ops can gain their difficulty from, the other players. A co-op has to have a certain tightness to the difficulty, which is a definite balancing act to walk. Too hard, and you're just sitting there going, wow, this is just stupid. I mean, this is not fun. It's impossible, and too easy, and you're just like, why am I even bothering? Here's my little homemade trophy. Yay! Yeah. And it does that quite well. On the other hand, one thing that drives me absolutely batty about this is because of the random draw nature of the cards, the game can be unusually punitive at times, even when you're making no particular mistakes. You can be super clever, working everything out, doing the best possible thing you can do, and the game just randomly kills you.
Yep.
And you're just like, well, that was neat. You could make the case that that's, the way these things go in life, Sometimes you try your best and the world just kicks you in the teeth. I mean, this whole situation is the world kicking you in the teeth. So you could definitely make the case that it's thematic. However, it's kind of irritating from a pure gameplay standpoint that, random chance can kill you, which just not,
Oh, great. I rolled 12 ones in a
ideal
row.
kind of fun to me. Does it drag the game down completely? No, but it is a legitimate grievance, I feel. Don't ask me how they could have done it better. I ain't no game designer, but, not really, anyway. Now, the events, and it's a silly sort of complaint, but I would have liked to have seen just like a little bit of flavor text on the cards, It seems like they have room to squeeze just a little bit of, just a line or two of something. I really like flavor text on cards for this kind of, historical themed sort of game, because...
Like, why are we dragging Stalin's statue's head through the square? Why are we doing that?
Yeah, right. And it just...
Without knowing history.
Knowing enough of the history, it really makes the game more enjoyable for me. The extra little touches of immersion. It's something that, like, say, Twilight Struggle did really, really well.
Yes.
I love the pictures in Twilight Struggle. The pictures on the cards. The one with Reagan, poking Gorbachev in the chest, it just terrific. I love it,
Worse in Das Volk is a very similar...
Well,
they have flavor.
Yeah, definitely, but I wouldn't necessarily make the argument that it's present on cards in the form of flavor text, really.
Okay.
It's one where, just... we're not talking about worse in Das Volk.
Sorry.
We'll get to that one. It's awesome. But anyway, not the point. Not the point. Days of Ire. I have enough trouble staying focused.
Artist standpoint, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
the Twilight characters
Oh, well,
aside,
That's
yes,
just the boys.
yeah, 90% of the game looks wonderful. I mean, I
girl
love this
characters
box. Oh my goodness!
Right?
This is a beautiful box. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I
mean,
love the yarn and
the
picture
wonderful
map.
Zukov profile on the card. I mean, just
Portrait.
well.
If it was a profile, it'd be the side of his face.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yep. Well, she's the artist. Yeah, no, love it. Absolutely looks great. I mean, all the photos and stuff are wonderful. The layout, like she said, is great. I mean, the lines maybe could have been a little clearer, but you would have
Yeah.
lost, some of that aesthetic quality doing so. Yeah, no, the aesthetic, 99% of it is amazing, other than the weird Twilight characters, which
It's just the boys,
they
though.
look so strange. I don't get it.
The ladies
Why?
aren't so.
Why are they vampires? I'm sure there's some actual reason, and someone will comment and let us know what it is. But they're vampires, and it's weird. I get stuck
They've
on
been
that.
underground for so long that they haven't seen the sun in years.
Okay, sure, it's a week-long war, but yeah.
Well, they've been planning it underground in the sewers. I don't know. I'm
Really?
not. I'm just
Really?
making
Just
things up at this
Just
moment.
shut up. Oh my goodness, stop talking. But no, say some other cards, the art cards. I mean, it's great.
Oh,
It's
yeah. The
really good
newspaper is
stuff. They
weirdly
look
enough one
really
of my
nice.
favorite art.
A good level of detail
Okay.
without being overly busy, and just nice
Mm-hmm.
little details. If you can see that the writing on the barricade, is just a great little touch there. So art design, fantastic job, really.
Oh, yeah. I love, in the newspaper, you can put that down. They got the teacup and the glasses.
Yeah.
Or
It
the
all
coffee
just
cupper.
it all really comes together. Now, as for the gameplay, like I said, my one complaint would be in ways overly random. And I don't mind random. I mean, I have a wall full of games with 30 bazillion dice in them, I don't mind it. But in this, maybe even because of the theme, it feels a little too important to just get screwed by chance, Where it's like, oh goody, we got that thing that just spawned 40 tanks right on top of me. Okay.
Yay.
Ooh. Well, good luck, guys. Oh no, wait, we all lose because it's a co-op.
Right?
Terrific.
Because, in every other sort of thing, if one person dies, that's the end of the whole
Or
movement.
where you somehow end up with every transport card on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. We couldn't complete any events for 3 turns because of this. Sigh. Yeah, no, and it can get a bit frustrating because everything is the events are random, the Zukov's random, your draws are random.
There's so many Zukovs.
Yeah.
In one sitting is 4 cards.
Yeah, no, and all V1's a little bit different, but frankly, a game like this just feels like it should be co-op, it doesn't really feel right playing against somebody for this desperate revolutionary struggle. And maybe that's just me and my weird, thematic sensibility, but just, I don't know.
Well, unless one person
Doesn't seem
enjoys
right.
being a overbearing communist overlord.
Sweetie, there may be people watching that liked Zukov, the historical figure,
Oh,
so,
I was just
maybe let's
speaking.
keep the politics out of this.
Okay. Minus the historical. That's what I would describe the Overlord and Descent
I
as.
can just see somebody
Minus
sitting on their
communists.
couch watching this with a little flag that says Zukov, and he's like, oh.
Okay, this is getting long.
Yeah. Well, you get the idea. By and large, it's a really nice, solid, tight little co-op. If random bothers you, this isn't going to be the one for you.
No.
It's really not. Kind of a shame considering all the obvious effort that went into it. But, the random, for people that really don't like random, is going to be a deal breaker in
Yeah.
this one. We enjoy it.
And it's not a deal
It doesn't
breaker
take
for
that
us.
long to play. I mean, we were halfway through the game in 30 minutes or so, give or take. So,
I won't know until we
something
turn
like
it
that.
on.
And of course, you're always moving a little slower when you're filming, because
Yes.
And we didn't even have to issue that many rules corrections.
That we know of so far.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody's probably going to point out, oh, didn't you know you can't reference the characters as Twilight vampires? It's written on page 7.
Also, it's copyrighted. What?
Anyway, so that's probably about enough of that. Yeah, hopefully you found all this useful and such, or at least entertaining. If not, well, I apologize. What do you want? I do this for free.
And for fun.
Yes. Anyway, so until next time, get off your computer and or mobile device and go play some more games.